Day 2 of making a YouTube video about my random thoughts every day. I guess that this is going to be a thing now, considering I got backlash for it yesterday. You know, I'm all for one to feed into some good old hatred on the net. So I'm just going to do the exact same shit again. And if it pisses you off, then it pisses you the fuck off. I don't really care. So today's topic, you know, I woke up this morning, kind of didn't really follow my usual routine. Had to drop my car off somewhere. So fortunately I have a vehicle right now, but it's okay. But I woke up this morning, dropped my car off, came back, drank about 4 cups of coffee like I usually do. Black coffee. I know I'm 19 drinking coffee every day. Shit, I don't care. It's better than that shit. And I was just kind of thinking, and I was like, you know, I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany about myself, which I've been having every day. You know, it's been a whole new delving into a new level of weird psychosis every day, but getting through it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was thinking, I was like, if anything's making you act out of character, why would you even?
Look, it's still all in there.
I don't know. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, everything. Steve. Sorry, my bad. But you know, if something is making you act out of character in such a way, something or some person, why would you even be around something that would make you act like that? And I get out of character as kind of a blanket statement, because everybody's character is different. You know, like, you know, fucking killing somebody might not be out of character for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's all based upon, you know, the way that your mind works. But, you know, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know, I've been acting very out of character for a long time. And that's something I had to recognize. You know what I'm saying? I can't be a narcissist forever. Sit and think that, you know, I've been acting very out of character. A lot of my recent things that I've been doing are not like me. Not even recent. Like, this kind of dials back a while. You know what I'm saying? But it's gotten really bad as of late. So, you know, I'm kind of just sitting there thinking, and, you know, there's a root to all of it, you know, and I always thought, I was like, you know, it's just my emotions that create the way that I act. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting this way due to my emotions and solely due to my emotions. And that's not it. Well, I mean, it has to do with emotions, obviously, but there's always, like, acting out of character is such a wide statement. But there's always a reason for it. You know, you can say this person's going, you know, doing whatever, tweaking. It's always something behind it, you know? So I've started looking at people and the way that they behave and thinking about what could be behind it. And I'm like, holy shit. You know, when you really take looks at people, you know, around you and the way that they behave, the way that they're, you know their character is, I don't know. It tells me a lot. It tells me a lot about myself as well. And, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking, us as humans, we allow other people and other things to affect us so much to where we'll change who we even are just solely for the reason of making somebody else feel a certain type of way. Change who you are, what you do, what you would normally do, and, you know, you let the things that you know, people or even drugs or alcohol, anything like that, will force you to do. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a sober motherfucker, because I'm not. I do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that, but it inherently affects the way that I behave, and it affects the way that I act, and it affects the decisions that I make, which cause me to act out of character. Which, honestly, I was just begging the question, why do you keep anything around that makes you act out of character? It makes me act out of character, and I keep it in my life. That's been a problem my whole life. There's been so many things that make me act out of character that I keep in my life, and that's why I continue to do the same thing over and over again. It feels like insanity, but it's really just some weird form of emotional dependency upon being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. I think that's the problem that a lot of people have too, and probably you have too as well. Maybe. You know? Want to, what did I say? Dependency upon being uncomfortable. Maybe that's the way I view it. You know, because I don't know. And some people have a dependency upon being around people. I'll admit I do as well. You know what I'm saying? These are all things that can, you know, make you act out of character. But whenever something or somebody starts affecting, and that's fine, you know, doing that to that extent. But when someone or something like makes you act out of character to the extent that people are coming up to you that, you know, you don't even know that well, and are like, you're acting out of character. what's going on. You got to rethink, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for anybody who's in the same situation, like I said, it can be drugs, alcohol, anything. What's holding you back from stopping? And I know there is things probably that are holding you back from stopping. Fear. What are you going to do? Too much time, you know, everything. And I'm not a philosopher. I'm nothing. I'm just a teenager with a phone and some very strange life situations I've been through. Just very fucking, I don't know. I've got like the weirdest, I don't know. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. The way that my life be playing out. I don't know. It's very weird. But, you know, I don't even know where I intended to go with this video. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of was like, I decided I was gonna do this every day for a minute. You know, I might do like 30 days. Just after I get done with my little morning routine, put up the camera for 5 or 10 minutes and walk around and do various hand poses and talk about how I feel. So, shit, I mean, it got like, what, 80 views yesterday. Maybe today we'll go to 160, and then the next day we'll get 500, and then I'll have 100,000 subscribers. I can shit on everybody. So, that'd be raw. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll get there. Who knows? There's a cat in here and shit. Just want to see this cat, foe. I'm really like, I've just got like a big group of cats, foe. I ain't gonna lie. Love me some animals. This ain't even my cat though. This is Steve's cat. But shit. Yeah. Don't know why I'm holding the cat. Like I said, I don't even know where I was going with the video. I kind of said what I already wanted to say just without a conclusion, but that's exactly the perfect ending to this video. No conclusion, just speaking, because you're not going to get any closure or conclusion on a situation if you let it go. Truly letting something go means not having closure and still letting it go. Hear me out. If you have to go back to get closure upon something, whether it be materialistic, a human being, or anything, are you truly moved on? Can you truly move on if you don't just cold turkey off of something? It's the question. If you stop smoking cigarettes right now, if you've been smoking cigarettes for 20 years, stop smoking cigarettes right now. Do you think you could do it? Probably not. 20 years, probably not, but you can. You just wouldn't decide to. Would you be able to stop smoking cigarettes for 6 months, 3 months, a month, however long, then take another hit of a cigarette, then stop again? Smoke a pack of cigarettes, then stop again? No, you can't. You can't do that. You're gonna start smoking. That's just how it works. So, words of my, you know, go buy yourself a pie for every month you stop smoking and shit. Count how many pies you got by the time, you might have 1 million. I don't know. That's a bad metaphor. My dad he stopped smoking, and he used to buy those like key lime pies, Kroger. He'd like every year he'd go without smoking a cigarette. He'd eat a key lime pie. So should I just think of that, you know, little anagram sometimes. But yeah, the more I say, the more hate I'm probably gonna get. So I'm gonna keep fucking talking. No, I'm not keeping talking. That's probably gonna be it for this one. But I guess food for thought. I don't even know what I said, if you want me to be honest. I'm pretty ready to start my day. I just told myself I was gonna do it, make another video regardless. I said I was gonna make that video yesterday. I was gonna make a video today about whatever, regardless of what the criticism was, because I'm holding myself to doing shit. So yeah, there'll be another one tomorrow. I'm not even gonna say most likely, because there will be. Probably be something different, but shit. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.